Hi, my name is Nurul Fatinah binti Ismail Amin.
Hi, my name is Zunnur Aqilah binti Zainolhazri.
Hi, my name is Nurul Najihah binti Rizalman.
The rising cost of living among students. This is not one that should be set aside, and it is one of the reasons students nowadays experience stress due to lack of money and insufficient money. But did you guys know the meaning of cost of living? Cost of living is the amount of money required to pay basic living expenses such as housing, food, taxes, and healthcare in a specific location and time frame. With the increase in all the costs of living, it has become a challenge for a student to continue living and to continue their studies at university.
Let me summarize about what university students have faced in the past. First of all, university students need to pay for their own accommodation. However, it is difficult for them to find a rental house with lower price in the past. In the past, our country did not have as many public transportation facilities, and students need to pay the price of public transportation every time they use it. Imagine how many times they have used it and how much does it cost for a month. For you, it may not be much, but for university students, it's not worth it. After that, university students need to pay for food and necessities. They can buy their food at canteen or food store or cook by themselves. However, how much is the total price of food and necessities for a month? It may be a lot for students.
The current main problem that IPT students face is when prices increase, increasing price of daily necessities and high university fees. These problems are bothersome among students. Firstly, when costs increase, students in the city centre of Kuala Lumpur must pay an average rent of 1,000 ringgit for one bedroom apartment and 800 ringgit to live outside of the city centre. This means they have to spend nearly 100,000 on rent, which is detrimental to their health and safety. This scenario has a significant impact on students. We all know that housing is necessary to protect students from harm, and yet spending over 1,000 ringgit on a shelter is not practical. Next, an increase in the price of goods and necessities. Rising price of goods and necessities have had a negative impact on students. This is because they are not a permanent employee nor who has a comfortable life to buy necessities at high prices. Among the rising prices of goods and necessities is food. If seen in the supermarket, the increase in the price of food item is quite expensive, as the price of bread, like Gardenia branded bread, has increased the price of its bread. For example, the original classic jumbo 600 gram costs 4 ringgit, up from 3 ringgit and 55 cents. This is certainly good for the company, but not for the students. Last but not least, university fees nowadays are very expensive and increasing compared to in the past. The increase in the price of fees has caused some of students not to want to continue their studies. An example can be taken from the University of Malaya, where fees for 2021 and 2022 academic year increased by 43%.
For the future, our country is advised to use a 5G internet network. This is because 5G is that the transmission speed is faster compared to previous internet networks. With the use of 5G network, students' problem in the absence of internet and slow internet can be solved, and it will be easier to carry out tasks and learning sessions smoothly. But the cost allocated may be quite high compared to the previous one. In addition, it is recommended to give students a discount on repairing their laptops. This is because laptops are an important device for students when they have entered the realm of the university. As we know, the cost to repair a laptop is not cheap for a student, and the estimated cost is 100 to 300 and can even be more expensive. Of course, students will not buy a new laptop because the price of laptop is expensive and can be estimated at around 1,000 ringgit to 3,000 ringgit for one laptop. With the discount, students can repair their laptops without spending a lot of money. Among the government's efforts in this problem is the previous government giving 1 Malaysia discount vouchers to the student. The purpose of this discount voucher is given so that students can afford to buy a textbook that will be used in learning session at a low price. With this, students will feel less burdened to buy reference book. But the implementation was abandoned because many students did not use vouchers on books. Instead, the government replaced it with a cash offer, which was distributed through an account with Bank Kerjasama Rakyat Malaysia Berhad. In addition, as a result of COVID-19 that has occurred, the government has taken the initiative by reducing the payment of fees by 20% and running an e-belia program for 18 and 20 years old and full-time IPT students so that the student burden can be reduced.
There are several parties that have helped university students in reducing their cost of living, such as non-governmental organizations, universities themselves, and private companies. From non-governmental organizations, we take Zakat as an example. Zakat has been offered to university students by incurring university fees, accommodations, and much more. On behalf of the university itself, they have provided students with various assistance such as livelihood assistance for non-Muslims, food assistance, and device assistance. Private companies such as Medan Berhad have created programs to help eligible students receive scholarship and loans among students.
We believe that the government should pay attention to the demands of IPT students in Malaysia when it comes to the expense of living. Although many individuals are aware that our only source of income are from our parents and student loans, students must periodically spend their own money to complete responsibilities. The university should take the initiative to lower fee payment for all costs so that students do not feel obligated to pay fees and can continue their education. Some students are in urgent need because they do not come from wealthy families. In addition, the university can take other steps such as providing houses for all students so that they don't have to hunt for a rental house, which is currently extremely expensive. Not only should price be decreased, but also the cost of food in the cafeteria or university should be kept low so that students do not go hungry. In this case, the university could assist students in securing student pricing for essentials and giving students hostel rates. Finally, the government can start new initiatives by introducing a program or providing assistance such as discounts for students wishing to rent a home or financial aid to help students meet all of their costs. This approach may be able to help students to save money on housing. As previously said, housing is critical in ensuring that students have the best possible learning environment.
In a nutshell, we all know how difficult it is to be a university student. they have to sacrifice a lot, such as in terms of time and finance, not to mention during this pandemic. People will say it is easy given the online learning process, but it is not like what they have thought. That's why we want and hope all parties and sectors take part in helping reduce students' cost of living in this current situation or in the future, because an increase in cost of living may affect students' mental health. That's all from us. Thank you.